Hello everyone! We finally reached the last order hall that I still need to do, the monk one, and it takes us back to the time where the Alliance and Horde, they got their asses kicked on the Broken Shore, leading into the Kirin Tor, teleporting Dalaran to the Broken Isles. In the city, Initiate Danel finds us with a request from Grandmaster Height. He's the Grandmaster of the Peak of Serenity, and he's aided monks in their journey of becoming better fighters. Now he calls upon all senior monks to return to the peak as soon as possible.
Have a safe journey.
It's good. It's good to see you again. Now that we are all gathered, let's begin. As you all know, the defeat at the Broken Shore was decisive. The loss of so many valiant heroes was a terrible blow. The Burning Legion is a grave threat. We must find a way to stop their assault before all that we hold dear can be... By the Jade Serpent! What was that?
Grandmaster Height! Grandmaster Height! A giant thing appeared in the sky! Things are appearing everywhere!
Chong, are you alright? Speak to me.
Oh, my head. The demons... They cut down the students before my eyes. Heard shouting from the cave of the crane. I don't feel so good.
Brace the west door. I don't want any more surprises. Now, let's see what's going on out there. No, this cannot be. There are too many of them. We have to evacuate. I need you to send any survivors you find back to the temple. Chong mentioned the Cave of the Crane, so start there. Hurry! We must escape before we are overrun!
The Burning Legion has set its eyes on the Peak of Serenity with a massive command ship up in the sky. We quickly make our way to the Cave of the Crane to help out number 9 Gia, a renowned lorekeeper who refuses to leave her scrolls undefended.
Begone, foul creature! You will not harm any more of our sacred texts. Away with you, monster! Thank you, friend. My students died to protect these scrolls. Centuries of history could have been lost. Chen Stormstout was teaching a class of youngsters when the attack began. He's one of the strongest monks I know, but even he won't be able to hold out forever. Come, we must rescue them. No good. We don't have time to fight our way through that horde. If I focus my chi, I believe I can get us behind their forces. Quickly, take my hand. This is worse than I feared. We must part ways. They need my help here at the temple. Chen's class should be just to the north, across the bridges. Jade Serpent, watch over you.
You got this, Uncle Chen!
Did you think you could hit me with that?
You cannot hide from me, monk. Try as you might, but your monastery will burn.
Thank you for the assistance, friend. That foul creature put up quite a fight. Children, behave yourselves. Come, children, we must get to the temple. Hero, I will need your help. The complex is crawling with evil. Infernal incoming! Watch your head! Grandmaster Height, it is a relief to see you.
Chen, I'm glad to see you and the children are safe.
It was all thanks to this hero, who arrived just in time to help us out.
Well fought, but we're not done yet. Chen, take the cubs as far away from this place as you can. This champion and I will stay and seal the portal. White Tiger, walk with you, my friend. We cannot allow the Legion to establish a foothold here. We need to close that portal down.
You are stronger than you look, monk. But I will not be defied. Jorvanax, keep that portal
That demon
open.
will just open another portal if we don't take care of it first. Prepare yourself!
Lady Calatress is running the show and orders Portal Master Jorvanax to keep this portal open. But together with Grandmaster Hyde, we are able to bring the demon down and shut down this gateway.
Well done! That Fellstone must be powering the portal. Destroy it! They're coming through!
The portal is shut down, but the massive explosion, it knocks us out for quite a while, and we wake up to the smiling face of Nurse Yang on the Wandering Isle. We were lucky that the turtle was traveling nearby the peak as all of this went down. Fearsome Yang, he lets us know that Grandmaster Hyde was not so fortunate, as his spirit now rests with the ancestors. Now, we must look to a new leader of our order, of our broken temple, and all the other masters, they have one name in mind. They've chosen us to be their new leader, as we have shown strength, wisdom, courage and kindness beyond measure.
Excellent. I have everything prepared inside. Follow me. To all members and students of our combined schools, I offer you my thanks for joining us. The attack at the Peak of Serenity shows that the Burning Legion wishes to shatter our order. They will destroy our homes, defile our sacred temples, and strive to break our spirit.
But as we teetered upon the brink of annihilation, this hero stayed with Grandmaster Hyde and fought the demons to ensure our survival. Grandmaster Hyde has passed on to join the ancestors, and we are left with a void in our ranks. It seems fitting that the hero who fought at his side, who displayed courage and valor immeasurable, should succeed him.
Let us all give honor to the Grand Master. May she lead us with strength and wisdom. Monks, our greatest challenge still lies ahead. Under our new master, we will send a message of defiance to our enemies. They will not take our home without a fight.
Cheer for the new Grandmaster, as we've just nearly lost everything, but from the ruins of our former order, we will rebuild. We will lead the Order of the Broken Temple in our war against the Legion, and we make sure that they pay. First step in that plan is to go out and pick up an artifact of legends. After doing so, we pick our first point of assault on the Broken Isles. We gain some experience and allies, while also kicking some massive demon booty. Upon return to Dalaran, it's once again Initiate Danelle who lets us know that we need it at the Wandering Isle, since it's time to enlist some champions of our class to fight by our side. Jen Stormstout and his niece Lily Stormstout, they are the first to pledge themselves, Jen being a part of Warcraft all the way back during Warcraft 3 as a side character, who showed up during the founding of Durotar campaign. From a few very small Pandaren appearances, a whole expansion was built up called Mr. Pandaria, where Lily and Jen, they went on many adventures together, some of them we even got to join. Jen was there when the Horde needed him most, they've even been selected as heroes for Heroes of the Storm, and now they also become our very first champions.
My staff and keg are pledged to you, Grandmaster. Call upon me, and I will fight for our order.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Their first task is critical, since Tianji, a renowned trainer in the Ox School style of martial combat, was on her way to the Broken Isles when she was attacked. Jen is sent out to save her, and with her arrival, we're able to recruit Ox initiates who can accompany our champions on their missions. A good assignment to test our new troops is to have them collect some important scrolls for number 9 Gia, which she was forced to leave behind during the attack on the peak. With the documents retrieved, she's able to offer us improvements for the Order Hall and make life on the Wandering Isle just a little bit better. The Order Hall is running quite smoothly, but the world itself is not so safe. We've heard from all our temples on Pandaria, except for one. Tian Monastery has not yet answered our message, and the silence is quite unusual. Rather than investigate ourselves right away, we first send out Chen to do the work, who comes back with the confirmation that Tian Monastery is indeed under attack. They need our help, so Tuk Tuk gives us a ride, and as we fly in, we can see that quite a lot of the pupils here, they're already injured, guarded by Shen Lung and Instructor Miang. The Legion is using a foul device known as the Fel Spreader to scorch the very earth that they walk on with disgusting fel energy. We need to destroy those machines to slow their efforts, while none other than Taranzu, leader of the Shadow Pan. He's doing his best to defend the monastery, but he does need our help with killing as many demons as we can. We also take care of some of the more dangerous things going on in the area. Not only are the devices scorching the land, there are also Fel Spreader imps that are torching the grounds. There are fel spikes that radiate foul energy, corrupting the nearby earth, and worst of all, the fel magic has seeped into the monastery's ale barrels, tainting their brew. Not the brew. Anything but the brew! We use a spinning crane kick to take care of the fire. We use Fist of Fury to destroy the fel spikes, and Chi Burst to get rid of this tainted ale. The land of Pandaria is finally getting a taste of the Legion, now that they no longer have the mist to hide behind. Perhaps now Taranzu can finally understand what the Alliance and Horde had to deal with. Further into the village, we run into the Monkey King, who has seen the demons take some prisoners with them, so we quickly have to stop them.
Ha! Hurry up now! I'm right behind! The king's got your back, if you get in a bind.
Such pitiful creatures. Is that the last of them?
Yes, mistress. The Tidescorn will keep them captive until you are ready to harvest their souls.
Good. Now tear this monastery to shreds.
Your order is broken, monks. You can do nothing against us.
Our will is not broken. We will fight to our last breath, demon lover.
Demon lover. Nice one, Taranzu.
The Legion lives forever.
This way. The rest of the survivors are up here.
Master, you have witnessed with your own eyes the Legion's capability for destruction. The monastery is saved, but our work is far from over.
Their leader, Lady Calatress, must be stopped.
Our friends be missing. We can't quit. But these Ukers be scary, I gotta admit.
I will return with you to the Wandering Isle. From there, we will devise a plan.
We saved a fair few at Tian Monastery, but far too many have been taken away. This is the second time that Calatress attacks and gets away with it. Let's try to make sure that that doesn't happen again. Amongst the allies who join us from Tian Monastery is Ginlai, a monk famed for his experience in the ways of the tiger. He'll be able to train tiger initiates, more recruits to join our champions on their missions.
Our champions might be able to follow our enemies' movements. I only hope we can find my students before it's too late.
Our scouts have been hard at work at trying to find our kidnapped allies, and they've tracked them down to the Vrijkool homeland of Stormheim. Now the problem is that they're unfamiliar with the territory, which has slowed their progress and risked them losing the trail. Our champions will need to bolster our scouts' efforts, who on their journey have encountered a tribe of hostile Tidescorn Vrijkool, and they are under attack. The Tidescorn, they slipped away and our troops made camp for the night, yet the howls of the wild beast echo across the valleys and an attack is imminent. Drakes then swoop in from the skies to attack our scouts. These fearsome dragons are looking for the next meal. They fought off the dragons, they made a camp again, this time near a field of graves, but at night, apparitions rose up and attacked. The last mission finally takes them to a large fortified Tidescorn camp at the Gates of Valor. Our champions helped them out by finding any information about our kidnapped allies. While our followers have fun helping out the worst scouts in history, we don't get to lounge around unfortunately. We have wounded to tend to and bellies to feed with supplies running out. Lao Shu, he needs 100 resources, either spice rib roast, high mountain salmon or silkweed bandages, to have enough to take care of the troops. Now we might be the Grandmaster, but mastery must be maintained through discipline. To achieve perfect harmony, we must continue our training by using Crackling Jade Lightning, Roll and Blackout Kick. Through discipline, we find greatness, and with greatness come new champions, namely Taranzu and the Monkey King.
I will be at your service when you call, Grandmaster.
The master chose well. All will see. The Monkey King is tough as can be.
With all the information gathered, it's time to infiltrate the extremely dangerous Gates of Valor to try and save our allies. Angus Idefist, he's been able to escape those fell-drinking dirt kickers across the road all on his own, but our own are still in trouble. Those Legion worms are going to sacrifice the prisoners for their souls. That means that we can't wait for reinforcements, so it will be just us two, but Angus does know of a powerful ally that we can pick up, namely Solara Shadowheart. All we need to do is slay Dravax, take the key, and set the Night Elf monk free.
Thank you.
A woman, a few words, and a changing name, as the quest calls her Shadowheart, while here she's named Steelsong. Regardless, she doesn't need a lot of words to make her intentions clear. Her eyes are filled with determination, and we will save our friends by slaughtering a whole bunch of demons at the gates. Angus has his focus on freeing the tortured prisoners, with a special request to save his good friend Hiro. Now this all sounds very heroic, but the Gates of Valor, they're swarming with the biggest, baddest, nastiest Legion creatures, so we need a little kicker. We need some good ale in our belly, and the Vraiku are chugging something called Storm Brew, which has some magical properties to it, as it increases our size, damage done, and reduces our damage taken.
Yeah, that's the stuff. You feel better or what?
That will do the trick, as we go through the camp and we take care of business until we run into Hiro.
Hiro! Hey Hiro! Are you alright, mate?
Hey, look! The door opened!
The massive Soul Gazer is not about to let his prisoners escape, as his Alta Dark Beam, it does quite a bit of damage, and the thing that I feared the most actually happened here. I died, which is not unusual, but I also forgot to turn on my recordings again. That means that we'll have to improvise a little bit. We defeat the Soul Gazer and we set Hiro free, as well as the other prisoners that we released, putting a massive halt to Lady Calatress's plans. Angus, Solara, and Hiro, they all decide to step up and become our champions, while Solara's dialogue is kinda interesting. Solara gazes out the door at the sky beyond. She seems deep in thought, as if thinking about some other unfinished task. She heaves a small, barely audible sigh. Then her steely eyes shift and lock onto us. My place is here. I fight for you. I was wondering if there's some reference or backstory to this character that I might have missed, but I couldn't really find anything. Either way, one very successful mission down, and the Storm Brew used by the Vraiku, it's very interesting. A drink like that would be a great boon to our order, and it's created by a legendary Vraiku brewmaster named Melba. We fly out to her meadery along the northern Stormheim coast to see if we could convince her to share her secret recipe.
Still need to get the sorry excuse for the wagon fixed. Where is Yolfang with that axle, eh, Sliff?
Instead of Melba, we find our apprentice Ajira, who lets us know that we're a little late.
Keep your sword. You're about 2 years too late, my friend. Melba is dead. Come, monk. Walk with me. My master's recipes were famous for their taste and potency. We used to ship barrels every day. Golden apple, sweet and crisp. Black brew, dark and bitter. Wood hot, oaken and bright. Melba's Storm Brew was the rarest and most desired of her recipes. It was even said that the thunder god Odin served this brew in his Hall of Champions. Morjern, head brewer of a nearby clan, harbored jealousy of my master's skill. He sent a band of raiders to kill her and steal the recipe. Morjern has the recipe now, but he lacks skill. What you drank at the Gates of Valor was pure sludge. It holds only a fraction of Storm Brew's true power.
Mornir stands between us and the perfect Storm Brew, but not for very long. Together, we infiltrate the Tidescorn clan, making sure to sample the brews that they created to see if their skills are even near Ajira's fallen master.
This is the right place. We will find the stolen recipe here. Mother of Odin! That tasted worse than Runehorn curd! My master Melba taught me everything she knew, including the fighting techniques of ancient Vraiku brewer kings and queens.
I found this line to be very interesting. Amongst the Vraiku were apparently brewer kings and queens that found their way to a very similar fighting style as the monks. The monks in turn, they found theirs by not being allowed to wield weapons, so instead they turned their bodies into one. Kinda cool that the monk style is not restricted to the Pandaren origin, as well as the love for brews.
Good flavor, but it's as weak as rainwater. I hope Melba's looking upon me now. How long have I waited for vengeance? Yes! Yes, now that's strong. But my masters were still better.
Finally, we stand face to face with Mornir, who's not willing to share the secrets, but that's not the only reason why we're here. Retribution from Melba, that is what we earn as we take down the murderous Vrykul, and on his dead body, we find the Storm Brew recipe. Mornir might not have been able to decipher the secrets, but Ajira understands much of what is written here. It won't be easy to acquire everything that we need, but she believes we can do it. First up, we're going to need some water from Freya's spring. Once a year, on the first day of solstice, the sun hits the white-capped summit of the highest peak in High Mountain. The melting snow runs through a ravine and collects in a crystalline pool. Some say that these waters grant eternal youth, probably silly stories, but we will need this rare, purified water for a brew, a perfect task for our champions who go out to collect it. They may camp at the base of the mountain, but the area is home to hostile Etten. They fend them off before making their ascent, but the danger doesn't end there. Relentless harpies attack them. The elements themselves are their greatest enemy, until near the spring they run into an area guarded by Drogbar, with a chieftain who calls himself the Mountain King. They defeat him and they claim our prize, water filtered from one of the freshest fallen snow every winter, a vital ingredient to our brew. Another vital ingredient that comes from the Emerald Dream, amaranthine hops, which means that we'll have to trade with a druid. One such supplier is Floris Asteleaf, who is willing to trade 20 stone-hide leather for one bag of these hops. But what are the finest ingredients without the proper tools to prepare them with? We need a special cauldron, one owned by Odin himself. Our journey takes us into the halls of Valor itself, where the spirit of Melba welcomes us, thankful for avenging her and helping out her apprentice. She can't think of anyone better to inherit her knowledge, and she gives her blessing to borrow the cauldron, the secret of the true strength in the brew. Now we can't just focus on making some good drinks, as the Legion does not rest. 30 world quests will have to be completed across the Broken Isles to lend their strength to defend those at the front. Reports are flying in about our success. Without our help, many of our outposts around the Broken Isles, they would have fallen. But not even the Wandering Isle is safe from the Legion's gaze. Our scouts have sighted a Falcommand ship looming on the horizon, so we quickly send out our champions to buy us some time, to distract the Legion attack force long enough so that we can prepare our defenses. They're sent up to the Ridge of the Laughing Winds, but they can't hold for long. Our only chance, our only hope in winning this battle is to finish making the Storm Brew. Tian and Azir, they've already gone up to the Chamber of Whispers. We talk to Tuk Tuk and we join them at once.
We can handle things here. Grandmaster, go south and join Chen and Agera in the temple. They need your help more than we do.
Along the road, our forces are in heavy combat with the Legion, but we can't let ourselves be distracted from finishing the drink. Let's start brewing.
Come back. I hear their footsteps coming. Do not let down your guard. Watch out! More attackers are incoming. Stand firm, Grandmaster! Protect the brew at all costs!
You bought me enough time. The brew is finished.
Hurry, Grandmaster, while we have time. Drink the Storm Brew!
Do you think that silly concoction will save you? Come out and face me. I will destroy what is left of the broken temple. Enough! Your time is ended, monk!
Empowered by the Storm Brew, we take on the Eredar, responsible for the death of Grand Master Hyde, the destruction at the peak of Serenity. She has taken our members captive, she's tortured them, but now, with the powers of the Storm Brew coursing through our veins, she and her beautiful wings, they will pay.
And the Legion Witch is dead. Grand Master, I think this calls for a celebration.
Our order gathers to celebrate our victory, but I couldn't spot a single drop of ale anywhere. Chen, what kind of celebration is this, man?
When the Burning Legion arrived, they took much from us. Many of us still grieve for our fallen friends. We long for the yesteryears of peace. And like you, I fear the dark days yet to come. But today is not that day. Today, we celebrate the dawn of a new order. Today, we toast to friendship and fellowship. Under the Grand Master's leadership, let every day be a new dawn. And let us never give up the fight for another tomorrow. To the Grand Master.
Wow, that was just beautiful, Chen. Didn't know he had such a way with words. As a final champion, it's Ajira, who's thankful for our help in avenging her master, and the courage that we have given her to make this legendary brew.
It is my honor to join you, Grand Master. My master would be proud.
We have saved our order from the brink of destruction, and they have found a technique that will awaken our weapon's true potential.
May the red
Grand Master, we of the Broken Temple have watched the bond between you and your ancient weapon grow strong. Meditation has opened our eyes to a technique that will infuse the resources you've gathered into the ancient artifact. Step before the forge of the Roaring Mountain and raise your weapon high. Behold, its true might is awakened. May this blessing illuminate your path to victory, Grand Master.
And there we go, the last order hall complete. Out of all of them, I think that this one was the weakest, since it just didn't have that much flavor when it comes to the class. It pretty much comes down to, you brew some ale and you kill some demons. I think they could have done a lot more with the monk history. That said, I did very much appreciate that the Storm Brew actually played a part in the follower questline, and even during a daily quest on the Broken Shore. At least it had some effect on the overall storyline. No more order halls, everybody. No more comments on when is the next order hall going to be released. The end of an era. Now, I had an absolute blast making these videos, not only to show you what happens for every single class, but also take the opportunity and dive a little bit into the backgrounds of the characters that showed up. I truly hope that you enjoyed watching them as much as I enjoyed making them. And as always, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, guys, see ya!